We'll be doing a full body workout with just one band. Starting with the green band, you're going to place both feet on top of the band and make sure that the handles are even from side to side. You want your feet to be about shoulder width apart. You want to roll out through the knees, use pressure through your whole foot, squat down and hold. You want to make sure your knees are not over your toes. You're going to bring your hands to your shoulders, hold it there. Exhale, squeeze all the way up and down. You want to see your pelvis moving into the band and then sit back behind the band. 2 reps today are going to be 10, squeezing up. 3, as you squeeze up, you tighten your thighs. 4, we never lock the knees back. 5, and you hold your abs in tight. 6, eyes up, chin up, exercise the way you want to look. And 1 more. Perfect. Bend. We offload the bands, bring them out to your side and stand up nice and tall. Your chin is up, sternum is open, arms out. Going into a bicep curl, you're going to squeeze down on the elbow up through the hands and squeeze. 1. Good. Both biceps coming up. 2. We're always tucking the abs in when we exhale. 3. Letting the air out to lift the band. 4. 5. Good. The clavicles are open. And again, we're looking for good posture. The chin up. Legs are strong and holding you down. 1 more. Perfect. From there, we're going to go into a resisted stretch. We put our feet together. You're going to reach down on the band and actually grab the actual green band. You want your back nice and straight to about as far as you can stretch. From here, you're going both hands together. You're going to exhale, squeeze your hips forward. Keep your back straight and stretch down. Pelvis goes forward into the band and then we stretch way back. Notice the back flat position, that we're not rounding the spine to come down. You're pressing your chest forward and your hips back, and then your hips forward and your chest back. Constant opposite force here. We're going to do 2 more to finish. Exhale as you go up, squeezing through the glutes and feeling the stretch and the contraction in the hamstring. Excellent. Let's separate the band again. 1 in each hand. We stand on with just 1 foot, and the foot's right in the center. Check your bands that they're even again. Roll the shoulders back, chin up, clavicles open, arms out. Little tiny pulses through your deltoids. We lift. 1 and 2, 3. Exhale every time you go up. 4, 5, you're squeezing your shoulder to lift the arms out, trying not to pulse up through the arms and not to bend through your elbows. Reach away from your center. 1 more. Perfect. Excellent. From here, the bands have an anchor that you can put to your door. So you're going to take that door, the anchor, place it inside your door, and close the door behind you. That'll allow us to do some upper body exercises as well as some lower. All right. Our first exercise is going to be the row. So you're going to hold 1 handle in each hand, shoulders back, walk away from the band as much as you can until you feel that resistance. Bend the knees so that you load the legs, glutes tight, abs in. Now you're going to pull your elbows out, low but wide. 1, your chin is up, your clavicles are open. 2, we're looking for a contraction in your back. 3, you want to keep pulling down as you pull back. 4, and nice wide elbows. 5, I usually tell people to find the space where the baseboards are, so where the ceiling, where the wall meets the floor, and pull wide. And 2 more. And 1 more, so center of the back and low back. We're going to change the focus to the shoulder now by lifting the elbows up and pulling them nice and wide. Pull your wrist out wide as you pull back. 1, good. Keep tension right here. 2, so don't relax the muscle to bring the band forward. 3, pull the wrist apart, stomach in. 4, the legs are still loaded, your glutes are engaged. 5, squeeze everything as you move. 6, so we do as much muscle work as possible. 7, keep those abs in, chest is open, shoulders back. Don't let the shoulders go forward when the bands go forward. And 1 more. Perfect. From there, we're going to step back with the right foot. And you want to take a big enough step that both your feet can be flat. And then you're going to lift the back heel. Your shoulders wide. Let's bend through both knees, coming down, squeezing from your front heel up. 1, working the lunge. That's glute here. 2, and you'll feel the quad on the other leg. 3, good. Exhale, going up. Shh. And as you exhale, suck the abs in. And we got 5 more to go. Shh. Good. Legs tight, abs tight. Shh. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now you kind of start to feel your heart rate going up. Let's bring your feet together. Before we do the other side, we'll do a smaller muscle to get that heart rate stable. Shoulders down and pull the arms, bicep squeeze. 1. As you pull your wrist towards you, 2, you're pulling down through the shoulders, 3, up through the hands, 4, as the arms go back, the belly goes back, 5. So most people just ignore the belly, 6, not us. We're going to focus on that every single time. And we've got 3 more, and 2, and 1. We're going to take the other leg back. Which leg was that, Chauncey?
And the left leg back.
Taking the left leg back. We start with feet flat. We come up onto the toes, shoulders down, chest up, and bend both knees and squeeze up through the front glute. 1, so you're heavy on that front heel. 2, and you feel the quad on the other side. 3, and stomach in. 4. So as we go up, think of pulling your stomach down. 5, and 6, and 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. We did the front of the arm, now we're going to do the back of the arm. So you need to walk into the band and keep walking all the way in until your hands are at your hips. So all the way in. That's going to decrease the resistance of the band so we can do a smaller muscle. Now bring your fist back and extend your triceps all the way back. 1. And so straighten the elbow. 2, and bend. 3. We're going to reach forward a little bit more through the chest. 4. The higher the elbows, again, the more the resistance. So lift them up behind you and stop at your leg and keep going back, back, and back. Sometimes when you're a beginner, pulses are going to work best to really get you to understand where the muscle is. And last one, and relax. Perfect. We can leave the band on the door now. Now we're going to lay down on the floor for the floor mat portion. Here's where we're going to do your abs, we're going to do your hips. We'll do a little more glutes. All right, your heels slightly in front of your knees, your hands behind your head. Take your back and press it into the mat. Pull the belly button in. Exhale, crunches up for 10 and 9. What you want to think about here, 8, is arcing your body up and pulling your belly button back. A lot of times people just push their abs forward. You want to try and vacuum it back as you come up. I'm going to do just one more. Good. To focus on the sides, you're going to curl up to center, and then you're just going to lift one shoulder off the floor and head that shoulder towards the opposite knee. And up, and again, letting the air out. Do not hold your breath when you're doing abs. That again is going to force the belly out. You want to vacuum the belly in as you bring the shoulder across. And we have one more. And we take it to the other side. We come center, we roll onto the shoulder, and we lift. And again, exhale, lift. Good. Belly button back, 3. And keep tension. Other thing we do wrong a lot is to relax in between every rep. You really want to stay tight and come all the way to the top. And one more. And relax the head back. Relax your abs. Bring your hands to your sides. Slide your heels now underneath your knees. We'll work your glute and stretch the abs. Exhale, press the hips up as high as you can, squeezing the back and down. You want to keep a little contraction in the ab to support the back contraction. 3, good. And squeeze. 4, we're heavy on those heels. 5, and we're still pulling the abs back. 6, as you push your pelvis forward. And we've got 2 more and 1 more. Excellent. From there, we're going to turn onto your side. You can support your head by either tucking your arm right by your ear or extending your arm long. So if you're restricted in your shoulder, you want to just use the arm tuck. From there, we're going to bring your legs slightly forward of your hips, both feet together. And then we lift the top leg up, bottom leg stays down, and we make a capital D. You're going to circle up straight and circle forward. Up straight, circle forward. 3. So we call this big circles 4, but it's really a capital D. 5. You want your hips nice and long, your abs pulling in. We never let the belly be lazy here. You're always pulling in. And now let's reverse it. We're going to scoop forward and down, forward and down. Exhaling every time. And notice how stable he is in his hips. He's not rocking back and forth. The whole body is not moving to do the D. It's just the thigh stirring in the socket and rest. Both feet come together. We bring them center line so it lines up with your hip. Extend your arm down now. You're holding your balance with your opposite hand right in front of your belly. Lift both legs up. So we're focusing on the side, on those love handles that nobody really loves, and up. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Excellent. We would continue to do that to the other side. So we'll just flip you over, and you'll get a back view. So we're holding the head. Again, you're either laying or straight. And the top leg will come forward in front of the hip. Good. and scoop up and circle down, and up and circle down. 3. Once you get comfortable with it, you really try to find length in your center so that you don't feel like you're crunched. You're really pulling your hips away, you're pulling your heels away, and your head long. The longer your body, the longer your muscles. Good. Let's reverse the direction. Forward and around. 2, 3. Stomach in, exhale. 4. The resistance is on the weighted leg coming up. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Both feet together, they come to center. We reach the legs out long and we try to lift them both up together. 1. If you can't lift both, you'll lift the top one. 2. We're again trying to get into the obliques and the love handles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. On your belly, working your lower back muscles that everybody seems to ignore, but yet they do so much work. Your hands are going to be in front of you, and I personally like hands together and making a diamond or a triangle position. Then you're going to press down on your elbows a little and lift your chest ever so slightly. Extend long out of the right leg and lift it up. 1. You want to press the hip down as you lift the leg up. 2. And also don't let the belly be lazy here either. Just because you're laying on it doesn't mean it gets to be lazy. Pull that belly up as you reach long out of the leg, pressing down through the hip. And we'll do the other leg now. Reach and 2. Good. Hip down before the foot goes up. 3. Belly up. 4. Letting air out to lift the weight of the legs. 6, 7, and 8. Anchor your feet down. Now they're going to stay down. Your arms are going to come out to a T. You're going to lift your chest and your arms and reach back and down. So we're squeezing the back muscles now from the top, moving your upper body instead of your lower body. And again. Good. Don't let that belly be lazy. Exhale, pull it up as you lift your body up. 3, 2 more, 2, and 1. Very good. Bring your hands right next to your chest and bring yourself up to stretch your spine. Sit back onto your knees and round your back for a second. Most of us have not done this kind of work, so you want to give yourself a quick stretch. Now come back to center. Your hands are going to be directly under your shoulders. Your knees are directly under your hips. You're going to reach forward out of the right arm. And you'll feel how your core engages here. If you're a beginner, you just want to do this. If you're more advanced, we're going to extend the opposite leg up. So the left leg is going to come up behind you. And then you're going to bend it in and reach it out. The whole time the spine stays straight. We're not rounding and arching. We're just keeping a nice rickety table, if you will. And 1 more. And down. Extend the opposite arm and the leg. And bend it in and reach it out. 1 and 2. Good. Still exhaling, pulling the abs up. 3. Not letting the belly drop to the floor. 4. Do everything you can to pull that up. 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. The last exercise is the hardest exercise, but it is your last one. Lay down on your belly. Your hands just outside your shoulders, in line with your chest. A modified push-up here. So most people tend to push their buttocks up. I'd like you to try to push yourself up as much as you can with your hands. Let's come up into this position here. Press yourself up. Keep your knees down. Now, you're going to come forward, dropping your chest in between your hands and back. And forward and down and back. Good. And if you can only do 3 of these, that's fine. If you can do 5, that's fine. But if you can do 10, then you're really better than you thought. And 3, and 2, and 1. Go ahead and sit back. And for a quick second, we'll just place your hands behind your back, coming all the way up to sitting on your heels, if possible. And if you can't sit on your heels, then you could just come up onto your knees and just bring your arms back and stretch your chest. 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of your workout.